But now, I would like to address the valuable things that may have first come to mind. Material possessions, or financial giving and support. As you know, for over 130 years, this organization has never solicited for funds, and it is certainly not going to start now.
The text reminds us of using our financial means to make friends with Jehovah and Jesus. And even though Jehovah owns everything, seeing us giving, making sacrifices, makes him happy. The result is a close relationship, or in the words of our scripture text, we become friends. Let us continue to give from what we have. Let us continue to make sacrifices, and we will be happy with having Jehovah and Jesus as our friends.
Jesus encouraged his followers to practice giving. Your generous gifts of time, energy, and financial resources have shown that you take this encouragement to heart.
I have enjoyed life at Bethel for almost 60 years, and I have lived in various different buildings. This reminds me that I also have to make my own donations, just as every other member of the Bethel family does.
This pattern of giving is part of our worship.
And maybe this concluding part has reminded all of us of our privilege of generously supporting the kingdom work by making donations, even if they are small.
As you know, for over 130 years,
this organization has never solicited for funds, and it is certainly not going to start now.
Where's that old video of Stephen Lett saying they would never ask for donations? Maybe I'm misremembering it. I just want to find it so I can see. Hey, I don't think that's a good idea. God, not twice in the same week. That's so cringe. What do you want?
I don't think you should really look for that video.
I just want to know that I am, in fact, misremembering this, because it would seem very odd that they're asking for donations so much recently when I kind of sort of remember him saying that they would never do that, and they've never done it in the past.
Yep, they would never say that. You are remembering that part.
Yeah, exactly. So if I'm misremembering it, then it should be there and I can watch it again and confirm that I am the one that's in the wrong here.
You don't really need to do that. You already know. You're starting to sound crazy right now.
Wait. Has it been deleted?
No. You sound...
Why can't I find that video?
No, you sound crazy right now. They would never do that.
Why do I sound crazy right now? I'm trying to, reaffirm my faith in the governing body. Trying to understand exactly something that I think I'm misremembering. Therefore, I have more faith in the governing body. Why is this bad?
Well, because it's like apostate stuff, it's just lies.
Okay, well, it's definitely not here. I'm gonna go find it somehow.
No.
Where is it? I know they're here somewhere. It's gotta be here.
Where are they? Where are they? Yes. Whoa, yes. Woo! Yeah!
Hello and welcome back to the JW Thoughts channel. My name is Wally, and today we are going to be starting a brand new series where we are going to look at Watchtower's deleted videos that they don't want anyone to know about anymore, but that title is way too long. Shout outs to the YouTube channel. I'll have a link down in the description below, Milestone Research. They were the first ones that got my attention with this. And thank you to the lovely people of Twitter over at AvoidJW and Larchwood and Mark O'Donnell for helping me with some of this information as well. This has to be one of the most fascinating things that I've ever seen as a development of Watchtower, them deleting old videos that they rightfully should be embarrassed by. It really blows me away. And if you're a Jehovah's Witness and you're watching this and you can make it through this entire video with the thought that the governing body would never try and rewrite their own history. They would never try and lie to you. They would never go back into the sacred archives and whip out the whiteout and just say blah, 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 and get you to forget some of the things they said. I don't know what to tell you, because this is such demonstrable evidence that they are more than happy to silently cover over their mistakes that they've made in the past. Now, I did want to give a quick shout out to the Apostate Coalition. It's a YouTube channel that has various different people and creators that are contributing to that. I did a podcast sort of centering around the idea of persecution in the Watchtower, and we branched off as we apostates do, talking about other different subjects. But go check out that YouTube channel. That podcast is up, and I do plan on actually recording and releasing a video over there as well. So with all of that, we'll get rid of them. Also wanted to say thank you to everyone that has been reaching out lately. I'm probably going to cut back a little bit on how many people I can respond, whether it's a video call or a phone call or text or messages, just because I am getting a little bit tired and burnt out. So yeah, I might just be cutting back on that a little bit, but I do have some big plans going forward into next year. I did want to give a special shout out to my new friend, Devin. Him and his mom have recently left the organization, and they are wonderful people. So go down in the comments, say hi to Devin. He's a special kid, and yeah, and absolutely great to have them as part of the JW Thoughts family. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's do this thing. Seriously, subscribe. You do not want this week's curse. It's bad.
We don't send out monthly statements to each of Jehovah's Witnesses specifying a dollar amount that should be submitted to finance the work worldwide. Most donations, in fact, are contributed anonymously.
Now, a lot of this video is going to be centered around an elder's letter from 2014 that we're going to be discussing in a little bit more detail here. But let's just break apart this little section here. We would never send out monthly statements, saying how much people should donate. Well, referencing that 2014 letter, we find this. Now, one thing of note is the section that I'm going to be reading from, as you can see here, is a postscript, and it says, "This postscript should not be read to the congregation, and this letter should not be posted on the information board." Basically, what that means is that this was for elders' eyes only, and if you were not an elder, you had no idea about what sort of chicanery was happening behind the scenes. So under the section where it says resolved donations, it says all congregations are asked to establish a monthly resolved donation to support Kingdom Hall and Assembly Hall construction worldwide. What amount should be used for this new resolved monthly donation? The elders in a congregation currently making low repayments would likely propose a resolution that is at least the same amount. At least the same amount as the current monthly loan repayment, keeping in mind that donations will no longer be received from the Kingdom Hall construction worldwide. The elders in congregations without loans or those having standing resolutions to support Kingdom Hall construction worldwide should take a confidential survey of all publishers to determine the amount of the new resolution. This can be done by passing out slips of paper to be filled out anonymously by the publishers, indicating how much they are able to contribute monthly toward local congregation expenses, including the resolution to support Kingdom Hall and Assembly Hall construction. At the time the survey is taken, it may be helpful to also review the congregation the average monthly operating expenses that need to be covered. Elders should review this resolution annually in May to ensure the amount is what the congregation is realistically able to donate on a monthly basis. For example, there may be a significant increase or decrease in the number of publishers in the congregation, or the local economic conditions may appreciably improve or deteriorate, thus affecting the amount that the congregation can reasonably contribute. Now, I'm going to paint the picture here for you. Imagine a young Jehovah's Witness version of Wally here, and going over to Kinko's. Yes, I'm aging myself. You know what Kinko's is. Does Kinko's even exist anymore? I don't know. Anyway, going to Kinko's and printing out a bunch of these slips of paper and then handing them out to the congregation as per the instructions of this letter. At the time, I really was like, wow, I guess we're doing this now. And I didn't really think about it too much. But when this broadcast was released, I was shocked. I was shocked at the language that Stephen Lett was using. Now, at the time, I was dating my now ex-wife, and she lived in the Netherlands, and I lived in America, so we would do this cute little thing where we would watch it on Skype together and give commentary back and forth. And when this broadcast was released in May 2015, she was absolutely appalled by it. She, couldn't even get her mind around it. It made her angry and frustrated. And I was trying to be the good Jehovah's Witness, right? You're trying to put your best foot forward whenever you're dating a Jehovah's Witness. So you're like, well, and you make excuses for all of this nonsensical behavior. But it makes perfect sense to me why they would go back and delete this from the archives. They do not want people going back and watching this broadcast because, as I say often, it's a speed run route to leaving the Jehovah's Witnesses. You have a clear a discrepancy between what they're telling people and what's going on in the background. And as we go through this broadcasting, it's going to become even more apparent. Now, I can't remember if I even said it at this point, but this is going to be a series of videos because I'm trying to keep videos between, that sweet spot of 12 to 18 minutes or so. So this is going to be a series of videos, and I'll try and do uploads every other day or so, just so you know going forward.
Over the years, I have told various Bible students that a person could attend our meetings for 20 years and never put a penny in the contribution box, and we would not know it. Jehovah, of course, would know it, but we would not, because the donations are anonymous, but from the heart. We don't know who gives what.
Now you can really see the subtle manipulation going on here. Oh, we don't know, but Jehovah knows. Oh, don't you ever forget this fact that Jehovah knows how much money you're putting in the contribution box. And this aspect of, well, we don't know who's donating what is just a bunch of malarkey. I gotta be honest with you. Whenever they set up their automatic payments online, you're doing that with a credit card, and there's not an anonymous button that you're pressing. When people are donating their land, when people are donating equipment for construction, when people are donating their time, they know exactly who all of these people are. And this whole sort of reasoning it's just this wonderful thing, and we don't even know because it's this beautiful community where people are giving freely, and we don't even know who's donating what. That's just simply not true. But I did find it amazing how he's using this. Jehovah knows what you've donated.
I don't know what you've done. But Jehovah, he does. Yeah, there's a reason why they deleted this.
Because we in no way want to be categorized with other organizations, religious and otherwise, that coerce their supporters to donate.
Stephen Lett, I have a message for you, and I reckon most in the ex-Jehovah's Witness community would agree with this statement. The fact that he makes this statement and then they go on to delete this video entirely is so staggering to me. And right now we're sort of like in the very beginning phases of what the series is going to be, because there is some real whoppers, and I think later on we're going to see the real reason why they actually took this video down. But my goodness, how can he be so disparaging of those other religions and organizations that coerce people to donate money?
However, because all of us have the privilege to donate funds, we would like to let you know something about our current situation. Then you can respond as your heart impels you.
Ah, yes, we are going to get into one of the most hilarious things to ever come out of the JW broadcasting, but we're going to do that in the next video. So me and Jake over from Altworldly are going to be streaming tomorrow, looking at the latest JW broadcasting video, so come join us over there tomorrow. And yeah, I will see you on Monday as we continue our series of... God, I can't believe I already forgot what it's called. Watchtower's Forgotten, Deleted, Secret History Past thing. I'll see you on Monday.